Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Packers coming in at 5-10, going up against the Colts, who come in at 8-7.
Larry, there's just something that feels right about a snowy day for football in Wisconsin, and that's what we have here on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
He'll definitely say that playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing on third down, Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a first down throw. Locke caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that. He'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be third down. Luck. Complete to Hilton. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. From the red zone now, Locke. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on third down, Luck. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And tough starting field position here.
Come on, let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Packers Bears have taken the early lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Allen, the man in motion right. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 28. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now a handoff working right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go. Flex round. Let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And now running right through it. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take the words. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Off of play action. Luck. And pressure gets to him again. Aldon Smith in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. In motion, Gronkowski. On 1st down, Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose. And brings up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And room there to work it inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. Luck on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The offense behind the chains after the infraction. It's now 3rd down and 14.
Here we go. Ohio.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Back to throw, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh, now he bowls him over. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Colts on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is third down and 12. Luck now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this. Hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now Luck. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. And on the ground they go with a running back. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back near the 25. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got room. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second down following the run. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. 1, 9,
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Colts coming out now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On first down, it's Locke. They fight. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. He's back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Colts on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. They'll look to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Back to throw. And they're one across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. First down, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, it's Long. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. his throw's going to be incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Come on, let's go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Now Luck with his first throw of OT. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. On play action, they'll throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get in overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. Within an OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Indianapolis, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.